astronomers talking about God? Does the Big Bang Theory prove that a transcendent causal agent brought all matter, energy, space, and time into existence? Our concept of the universe and how it originated shapes our entire worldview. If the universe has always existed and is nothing more than an accident, then human life has no meaning. But if the universe had a beginning and is created, then the Creator is the source of life, who also establishes purpose and meaning. What does the scientific evidence reveal? Do the words, "in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth," accurately describe what science has discovered? My guests today are astrophysicist and astronomer Dr. Hugh Ross, who received his PhD in astronomy from the University of Toronto and did postdoctoral research at Caltech on quasars; Dr. Fazal Rana, who received his PhD in chemistry at Ohio University; and philosopher and theologian Kenneth Samples of Biola University. We invite you to join us. Welcome. We're talking about what does science know about how and when the universe came into existence. So we have two scientists and a philosopher with us today. My guests are Dr. Hugh Ross, astronomer and astrophysicist, Dr. Fuz Rana, who received his PhD in chemistry, and philosopher-theologian Ken Sample. Hugh, let me start with you. April 24th, 1992, all of a sudden some of the key scientists in the world made some fantastic statements. I want to know what's going on. For example, Stephen Hawking, Cambridge, says it is the discovery of the century, if not of all time. George Smoot, University of California at Berkeley, astronomer and project leader for the Kobe satellite project, says what we have found is evidence for the birth of the universe. He said it's like looking at God. Michael Turner, astrophysicist with the University of Chicago, said the significance of this cannot be overstated. They have found the holy grail of cosmology. And one more. Your old professor, Jeffrey Burbidge, University of California at San Diego, said, "You know, my fellow astronomers are rushing off to join the First Church of Christ of the Big Bang." Now, what did the scientists find in that year that caused them to make all these statements?
Well, for about a decade previous to that, astronomers have been predicting, based on the Big Bang, that there would be certain tiny temperature fluctuations in the radiation left over from the creation event. And when they found that radiation exactly at the level predicted by the Big Bang, it's like it really added the strongest confirmation to that time for the Big Bang explanation for the origin of the universe.
What is the Big Bang?
The Big Bang is the coming into existence of all matter, energy, space, and time, a finite time ago where time itself is created, space, matter, and energy along with it. It's really talking about the transcendent creation, bringing into existence of matter, energy, space, and time. Then it's very carefully controlled expansion from that point of beginning. Lawrence Krauss, astrophysicist at Case Western Reserve University, refers to this as the most extreme fine-tuning problem known in physics.
And Hugh, who's that a problem for?
It's a problem for those taking a non-theistic perspective. And what we're seeing here is design at a level that's superior to 1 part in 10 to the 120th.
Is the Big Bang theory and what has been found in science proof that God created everything?
Well, it's certainly proof that there is a transcendent causal agent that's responsible for bringing the universe into existence. That's how my peers in astronomy who are not Christians speak about this. But a transcendent causal agent is the same definition you see for the God of the Bible in a dictionary.
Now let's give the folks at home from your beautiful video documentary. It's Journey Toward Creation. I want you to watch the pictures. Just watch over here.
We are passengers on a controlled and purposeful explosion. As if we're microbes riding on a piece of shrapnel from an exploding grenade. all of the universe's matter and energy, even space and time, came into existence in a single moment. But far from a chaotic explosion, this initial blast seems to have been finely tuned, as if it has been designed to benefit us and our tiny planet. Today, our knowledge of the heavens and the earth and the forces influencing them is greater than that of all previous generations combined, and our sense of wonder grows with each new revelation.
Hugh, we snuck the verse in Genesis 1:1 in that clip. Some people might say, well, hey, you guys are sneaking religion in there. We're talking science. Was it okay for us to say in the beginning God created off of the Big Bang?
Very appropriate. It was 7 different Bible authors that wrote in great detail about the Big Bang characteristics of the universe. That it has a transcendent beginning. In the beginning God created. That is continuously expanding. That's the most detailed information you have in the Bible about the universe. And the universe gets colder as it gets older. Job says God alone expands the universe, which means that there is this exquisite design in the expansion of the universe. And it was in the 20th and 21st centuries that scientists have discovered that what the Bible has been saying for thousands of years is scientifically accurate.
Let's go, first of all, to the fact that scientists, when they look through their telescopes, what are they looking at? I mean, we're going right back, you said, to the time of the creation event.
Yeah, they're actually looking back in time. The farther away you look, the farther back in time you see. And astronomers have telescopes that are able to look back so far in time that we're seeing the universe when it's 0.003% of its present age. So we're actually direct witnesses to the creation event.
All right, folks, I couldn't understand that the first time he told me. If you didn't understand it, watch this video clip. It will tell you a little bit of what Hugh does and what the astronomers do and what they're looking at, and this is going to blow your mind. Watch this clip.
This is the Keck Observatory, the world's largest optical telescopes. Together, these two telescopes have 8 times the collecting area of the Mount Palomar telescope and more than 30 times that of the Hubble Space Telescope. The Keck telescope has 36 independently driven mirrors. Computers control the movement of these mirrors so that they work in sync as one gigantic 400-inch telescope. It's also very precisely figured down to a molecule's thickness. With sensitive light and radio wave gathering instruments like this, we can look out billions of light years into space to the very limits of the cosmos itself. But as we look out into space, we're also looking back in time. This is where astronomy is unique among the sciences, because it alone directly observes the past.
As a matter of fact, astronomers are always observing the past. Light waves, radio waves, and all other kinds of electromagnetic waves may seem to reach us instantaneously, but they don't. They seem to because they travel so fast. Light speeds through space at 186,000 miles per second, fast enough to circle the globe 7.5 times in a second. When we look at the sun 93 million miles away, we're seeing what it looked like when the light left it about 8 minutes ago. Likewise, when we look at the moon, we're seeing it as it appeared about 2 seconds ago. When we look out to the stars, we're seeing them as they were thousands, millions, even billions of years ago. The farther away an object is, the longer ago its light began its trip through space. The distance light covers in a year, about 6 trillion miles, we call a light year. Light years offer a more convenient method for indicating vast distances. The most distant galaxies ever detected by astronomers are about 13 billion light years away. That means the light from those galaxies took 13 billion years to arrive on Earth. As we gaze at this galaxy, we're looking back in time at how it appeared 13 billion years ago.
All right, Hugh.